Hey guys, and welcome to episode 17 of the Splat Report. Today we're going to talk about the obvious, humongous news coming out over the weekend. Set to Destroy X has disbanded. Now, let me read this announcement from the official STDX account. Today we announce our Splatoon 2 Destroyers team is disbanding and our 1-year term is up. We have had an incredible run. It will be awesome to see if someone will surpass the 4 NA LAN event wins in a row marker. Wish Kiver, Hexen, Pingut, Power, and Fuzzy the best on their new paths. So this announcement brings up a few questions. One, is this it for the organization in Splatoon? And someone actually did ask whether it would be open to sponsoring another team. So they answered, could be. We love the game, the community, Nintendo, and have a lot of passion about the space. We were the first pro org to come in and invest long term. We believe we helped drive the bus to where the scene is now and moving forward to the near future. Thank you for your kind words. That's definitely true. Splatoon esports owes them a lot for being the first organization to really come in and invest in it, believe in it, and I definitely think a lot of the growth is thanks to especially with the sponsors. Thanks to STDX for making that happen. The second thing is, was Splatoon 2 profitable for them? And this is something I don't know whether this is more a question of like the disbanding, whether it happened because lack of motivation, some drama within the team itself, and there's definitely some indicators of that, or whether their 1-year term was up. They kind of looked at it and say, we're not really getting what we want to from. No, this isn't that close. We're not getting what we want to from this space. It's just not quite there yet in terms of player base or profitability. From the advertising. So we're gonna step out, maybe focus on some other stuff like Fortnite and some more profitable stuff, and maybe come back to it. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it definitely got to be. It doesn't cost a good chunk of change, especially to bring 4 people to events rather than, one. So we'll see about that. I kind of hope that wasn't the case. It was more team drama, just for the sake of the scene in general. But we'll see. Now, the third question is what's going to happen to the players? And we already kind of know what's happening with some of them. First of all, Kiver has joined Kraken Paradise, which is, a huge pickup for them and definitely really shakes the European scene and the Western scene in general. Kraken Paradise, already a humongously powerful team, definitely one of the top, and getting another top player in there just makes them all that more stronger. The other thing that they really lacked in terms of like potentially getting a sponsor was, any sort of social media presence. The players are all really good, but they're relatively unknown unless you really follow the competitive scene. You probably wouldn't know who like Peppa Pig is or Plantro. I didn't even know who Plantro was before I saw him play in Inkstorm. Seeing these people, you really have to have some sort of presence on social media. And Kipper really gives them actually a face that you would recognize in the esports scene. So that's a big pickup. Obviously, ridiculously talented as a Slayer. So this makes Kraken Paradise maybe one of the best in EU. I'm really looking forward to seeing KP and Ghost sort of duke it out, for the top European spot, because Ghost has been playing extremely well. I think they're really motivated after getting that sponsor, being able to go to these lands. So it's definitely gonna be awesome to see those two go head to head whenever they get a chance. As far as Pingut, we know for sure he is stepping away from the competitive scene. He basically said he's done with it for now. He definitely left a big door open for like, hey, I'm just stepping away right now. He wants to concentrate on school and artwork. I think he definitely has a really bright career looking at some of his artwork, for what he can do with that. Obviously school, education, all that's far more important than Splatoon. I think it's far more reliable source of future income than esports. So I definitely can't blame him there. That's definitely a good decision, but he definitely left the door, like I said earlier, open for coming back, or at least, not really being involved, with the really big grind, needed to be at the top of the scene. It was interesting. One interesting thing on his big goodbye post, Hexen was completely missing. So I don't know if that's part of the drama that was happening in between, in STDX. It's kind of odd since Hexen is one of the original members of Deadbeat. Him and Penguin have been the two there for the longest. Well, yeah, I guess Kid's Power left, yeah. They've been there for the longest, so the only two to really go to the World Championship twice. I don't know if there was, some sort of bad blood between them, but it was a bizarre omission. That could be maybe one of the reasons that they ended up disbanding. Hexen sort of teased that we might be seeing Power more lately, as far as what he's doing. Could this mean that they're trying to put a team together? I'm not 100% sure, but it was interesting to see. I definitely think we'll see more of Hexen in the competitive scene. I don't know how long that's going to take, though. We'll see how things shake out. As far as Fuzzy's like the weirdest one to place. In some ways, I know he was tweeting out to one of the Japanese people that was running Platinum Cup to help him find a Japanese sponsor. I don't know if that's a reality for him. Maybe. I think if anyone could join the Japanese scene, it would be Fuzzy. But he also put a tweet out not that long ago, sort of asking if there was any good American midliners, or sort of questioning whether there's any good American midliners. I don't know if that's possible he was looking to recruit somebody or what. And obviously with Hexen mentioning Power, could there be a potential Deadbeats 2.0? I know Tim plays a really nice sloshing machine. So, the dream's there, guys. I don't know. That's a wild speculation on my part. No idea. It's interesting to see where Fuzzy ends up. I think it'll definitely be, if he does join the team, it's going to be top notch. Every player is going to be top of the line. If you remember when he left Olive, he was sort of out of it for a while, at least competing. And then, when the opportunity for STDX came up, he ended up joining that, which is, of course, another humongously talented team. So wherever he ends up, it's something but good. So I think that is it. So that really sort of marks the end, I think, of the first chapter of Splatoon esports. We had what sort of started with Deadbeats winning the World Championship, and then sort of being picked up by STDX, and then sort of dominating the scene. Everyone kind of struggling to catch up to them. As far as land presence, they were dominant. I think in some ways because not a lot of people could really show up or had this sponsorship, but they themselves were just beyond any other team. You did have Olive show up to G5 and they ended up beating them. So it's definitely sad to see them go, but it's sort of happened. Change has to happen. It's inevitable. Not everything can last forever, but it is. I think the scene itself owes a big thanks to the people at STDX and to the players for really sort of spearheading the way towards the esports scene. And what they've done is huge for the community itself. So it's really exciting to see. Even though we're losing a team and sort of the original super team, the scene I think is still stronger. As they leave it, it's still as strong as it's ever been. As we see, those players are going to split up. They'll definitely find teams in other areas. So it is also another sort of a new beginning for the scene itself. We'll see who. There's obviously a lot of talented teams that don't even have sponsors yet, and there's 3 major sponsored teams at the moment. That's 3 more than what we had a year ago. So it's definitely interesting to see where the scene goes. So it's a bittersweet end, but it's definitely, I don't know, it's definitely good. It's definitely a good thing in the end. Not that they disbanded, but I think it had to happen for whatever reason. It's a new beginning. We'll see how things shake up. What will be next September. Hopefully something even better than it's been before. So that's it for my report. Let's move on to there's only one comment, and it's from Hazen Mile. I would just like to say that Mawile is a Gen 3 Pokemon. See, this is why I'm a Gen 1er, because I cannot keep track of any of these Pokemon. After Gen 1, it's just, I used to even know every single number. 150, well, and 1, of course, you know Mew, 150. Sorry guys, I ran out of storage space there, right at the end of the video, but I'm going to end it right here. Thank you guys for watching the Splat Report. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check me out on inktv.media. Really thank all the support I've been given from all you guys in the community. I look forward to making even more videos as the days go by. All right, guys, that's it. See you later.